day 3 of a live with Demi Grinder. Let's put it like that. And I just need to get this out of my chest. I just played Overwatch for a few hours, and my levels of frustration are crazy high. And I don't understand how can a company so highly considered amongst gaming communities and amongst gaming companies create such a trash matchmaking. I don't understand. It's actually crazy. And to give you sort of context as to what I'm talking about is, like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I feel like I might get 2 games in about 2 to 3 hours of playing. I might get 2 to 3 games where I'm not in the underdog team. Whereas for every other game, it feels like I'm always in the underdog team. Meaning one thing, not only do I have to play decently, I have to play out of my freaking mind to do anything, to even have a remote possibility of winning the game. I have to perform like I'm about to win a medal, or as if I'm about to make the life, or if I'm making a change into my life. And it's like, it is not only stressful, but it's again, the levels of frustration because I can't win. I just cannot win. And I've done this so many times now that I'm not even gonna like complain about losing or winning or the SR, because at this point it's actually gotten old for me personally, because I mean, listen, you lose SR, you gain SR. It's just the way it is. But I'm just so tired of these stressful experiences. Like, why am I playing this? I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love Overwatch. That's mainly the reason why I play this game still. But unless, like, in the next 3 to 4 months, they don't change this matchmaker, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna stop playing this game. I'm actually gonna legitimately uninstall this game and never touch Overwatch ever again for at least like 2 years or something. Unless they make some changes meanwhile. Because this is just too much. This is actually, I've never had a video game actually have an impact in my sanity. And it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Amongst like CSGO and I don't know, like Rocket League. And listen, Rocket League actually made me lose my mind a couple times because of just people throwing games and just like you're doing your very best, and then you look at the other guy and the other guy just literally doing nothing or just running after the ball. When you have the ball, you clearly show control over the ball, and he goes after the ball like some ravaged dog chasing I don't know, something like a ball or something. And it's just like, you shouldn't be playing video games to feel frustration. You should play video games to have fun and enjoy yourself. And it's just not happening for me. It's really not happening for me. And it's one of those things, like, I'm getting to that point of I'm done, and I'm getting to the point of like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to put myself through like 2 to 3 hours of getting frustrated every 20 minutes, and then it goes away as I'm waiting for the next game, and then I get the next game, I play the next game, and it's again the same level of frustration. It goes away if you win, but winning is rare. And then I watch these streamers, and sometimes they have win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Other times they have like 20 wins and 5 losses. Other times they have like 20 losses and 5 wins. And I'm like, how is this even possible? Like, what is the nature of this game? Like, what is this matchmaking? And I'm talking about, like, see, the difference here is, basically, like in high elo, you have more people typically playing their best heroes and you have more people typically playing to win than you have on low diamond and high platinum, which is my situation right now. And I have a bunch of people, like, I'm always the underdog. That's what really bothers me, and that's what really is driving me insane, is I am always with the underdog team. Always, every single game, always with the underdog team. And that is the most frustrating part. I have to overperform for some other mofo who's not performing at all because they're either diamond because they played Reinhardt for 8 hours and now they just all of a sudden decide to play Tracer and they're complete trash at it, so they're not doing anything. So that's exactly what the difference between this elo and the high elo is. It's because high elo, people play their best heroes for the most part anyways. Where in this elo, people get to a certain elo, so they get like to diamond and then they decide for whatever reason because they just can't win anymore or something, I'm just gonna play DPS. As if you're gonna magically play DPS properly in that elo. I really hope that eventually they put like individual SR. That would be so amazing. I'm not even gonna complain about like not resetting the seasons or not resetting the SR with every single season, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why they don't do that. I think that should be done. I think that's the most obvious thing to do. I don't know why it's not done. I mean, literally, one of the most known guys at the time for Overwatch was Tim the Tatman, and he did his placements recently, and he didn't play for a whole season, which if you place in that season and you are above diamond, you're gonna decay to diamond. But because he didn't play the season whatsoever, next season he plays his almost Grandmaster. How does that shit make any sense? Blizzard, what are you doing? I used to love this company, but now it's just like, what is this trash? And it's so frustrating that the competitive is just destroying the game because they just can't get their shit together. And it's legitimately that, like, they cannot get their shit together. Because competitive is literally what's destroying the game. Because in quick play, people play whatever the hell they want. They don't really care. If you go arcade, it's mystery heroes and, you get random heroes every time. If you go to, deathmatch, it's whatever. You pick a hero and you go deathmatch free for all and whoever wins, wins. And basically, bottom line is people in arcade don't really care that much. They're just there to sort of have fun and enjoy the game in its purest form, I would say. But competitive, it's literally destroying the game because the amount of Smurfs that are in the game it's just astronomical. And it seems like every single game has a freaking Smurf boosting their little buddies up to diamond and master and stuff. And it's getting out of hand, and it's just like, I understand to a certain extent that it's a company after all, and it's a business, so they gotta look at it from the profitable part of it. So they don't want to ban everybody. They do not want to ban every single Smurf and stuff because that's money that's coming over to them. But like, it's just, I mean, you gotta choose. You gotta choose. And Blizzard has a very sensitive situation going on with them right now, which is they have to literally choose. So do you want longevity for your game? Do you want your game to keep being played and keep being in the mouths of people and stuff? Then you gotta fix it. You gotta deal with the things that are broken. You gotta deal with the matchmaker. You gotta deal more with the Smurfs. You gotta deal with that sort of stuff, right? And the other option is you can leave all of that untouched and you can just cater to those that will, make profit for the game, which are Smurfs, people, getting new accounts, sales with half the price, blah blah blah, yada yada. People watching the season thinking, or watching the Overwatch League thinking that the game is going to be anything like that, which is oh man, when I see new accounts coming over from, and you can see that they like come over from Overwatch League, and this is like, dude, you don't even have any idea what you got yourself into. Oh man, dude, I actually really enjoy this game. It's such a good game, and because Blizzard are making the choice of pursuing the casuals and pursuing that sort of stuff, it's not going to work out for them. It's not going to do a good job. They're just going to lose people. Eventually the game is going to die because the game is going to become like stagnant, and the game is not going to get any more people. It's just like, and it's already stagnating. The game, it's already stagnating. Look at the events. There's nothing new. It's just a bunch of skins which nobody really cares about for a week. Everybody, like, people use the skins they get or the skins that they buy for a week, and then they change back to their preferred skins. Boom. There you go. What's the big deal here? Voice lines, sprays, and all that stuff. Like, who cares, dude? I don't give a goddamn about any of that. Give me a good game, please. Give me a game that I can enjoy more in a competitive manner. Give me an enjoyable experience, for fuck's sake. I don't give a goddamn about your aesthetics. Like, you can shove that up your where the sun doesn't shine. I don't care about that. Just give me decent gameplay. Give me a decent game for me to have an enjoyable experience. That's all I'm asking for. You pay for a game and you get aesthetics? Like, who cares? And for those who might be just, sleeping on a job, I'm going to tell you something, folks. The game costs $60, the Origins Edition, typically. If you get it on sale, you probably can get it for like 40 or 35 or something like that. But here's a nice one, right? So typically the game doesn't really have any sort of pay to win opportunities or anything like that, or services or whatever. What the game has is, for those who really enjoy the Overwatch League, you can buy these top notch, like really, top of the, top of the shelf, and just like, it's really top notch skins that are pretty much like recolors or recolors, with the logos of the teams, and you can buy all of the skins of a team for a very modest quantity of $200. I made the math, and let me tell you, if you are that fanatic of the Overwatch League and you buy literally all the skins, it's gonna cost you a whopping $1,200, and now it's even more, I think, because there's even more teams. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. The game costs $60, and for you to have all of the skins of the Overwatch League, you have to pay $1,200 because each skin costs 5 credits. I think something like that, or I know that it's like $5 for credit or something like that. So it's crazy. It's actually nuts. It is actually crazy. So yeah, Blizzard, please, can you just like fix this game at once? Like, what do you want? What exactly does this company want? Did they want the game to keep being profitable, or they just want to make the most amount of profit in a go, and then just, because the game is gonna die if they don't fix this. People are gonna be like, I think they're just stretching it as much as possible, but people are gonna realize that they're just shitting on our faces. They're just spitting inside of our mouths, and that's it. But people, I hope that people eventually are going to realize that they're just shitting on our mouths, and they're going to stop playing the game, and they're going to lose, they're going to lose their player base. And then what? And then what, Blizzard? What are you gonna do? If you don't have a player base, how are you gonna keep your game alive? You gonna make a new one? Well, you probably can. But like, dude, it's just I'm really frustrated. I'm really frustrated. Anyways, this was a long one compared to the other ones, and for those of you who might like the podcast and this little daily thing, you know, you might not be into video games that much, but this is a practice that is affecting not just video games, but the internet in general. Like, things are losing quality for quantity, and it's a common thing nowadays, mostly on the internet anyways, but actually everywhere in the world. You have companies are just like, for example, you have Apple. What Apple does is Apple does the exact same product pretty much every single year. What they do is they grab the software for the operative system for previous products of theirs, and they just reduce the performance of those systems, and kind of forcing you to get the updated versions. So that's basically what Apple does. So, folks, this is happening all over the place. Anyways, today is the 25th of January. It's my birthday. I hate to say that it's my birthday, dude. I hate to say it. That's why I have it hidden on Facebook. I have it hidden everywhere. Like, people don't know. Only those who know me will know that it's my birthday, and I just don't care. I don't like to say, I don't like being the center of attention if I've never done anything. Like, for birthday, you don't do anything. You're just existing. So why the hell should everybody be congratulating me? Like, no, stop. No. I didn't do anything. I'm just existing. And it's not even my fault, or it's not even my merit for existing. It's the merit of others. So it's just like the stupidest thing to me. It's like, dude, no, stop your ego trip, with that shit. Anyways, so also I wanted to say another thing before I stop recording, but I wanted to say that if you, so there's 2 episodes posted in the same day, the 24th, so basically yesterday. The reason for that is because the first one, the day one, was recorded like, I think, early morning or dawn of 24th, but it was basically like 23rd technically. Not technically it was 24th, but hypothetically speaking, it was still the 23rd. And because I didn't really sleep, so I recorded in the same day, and I uploaded both the episodes on the 24th. So yes, this one is gonna be up on the 25th, and hope you enjoy. This is gonna be a long one, almost 20 minutes. I'm sorry for that, but hey, listen, if you're still listening to this point, I love you. You're great. You're amazing, and have a great day. All right. Just have the most awesome day of your time, of your life, whatever. All right. Thank you guys very much for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.